Welcome to charliesports.com, NBA Finals recap page. Knicks win a classic, take a commanding 2-0 lead in the 2026 NBA Finals with a 105-104 win. Victor Wembanyama missed a game-winning jumper at the buzzer, as the New York Knicks fended off a 14-point fourth-quarter rally from the San Antonio Spurs to win Game 2 of the 2026 NBA Finals 105-104. We're headed back to New York with the Knicks 2 wins away from their first championship since 1973. The city that never sleeps will be in a frenzy as the finals come to town. New York game summary. In a game that had dramatic swings and wasn't decided until the final possession, picking one turning point doesn't do an ultra-competitive heavyweight throwdown justice. Game 2 of the 2026 NBA Finals had turning points, and the Knicks were on the right side of enough of them to escape with a 105-104 victory Friday and a 2-0 series lead against the San Antonio Spurs. From Karl Anthony Towns' big game to withstanding the Spurs' late push, from Knicks coach Mike Brown's critical coach's challenge to Victor Wembanyama's costly turnover and Jalen Brunson's unsurprising clutch play, the Knicks found a way. They made a run. We made a run. They made a run. We made a run, Brown said. So, there was a lot of back and forth throughout the course of the game. Obviously, they made their run towards the end. And we could have folded a few times. The Knicks returned to New York for the next two games in great position. Just two previous teams have won the first two games of the NBA Finals on the road, the 1993 Chicago Bulls and the 1995 Houston Rockets, and both won championships. Game 3 is Monday at New York's Madison Square Garden, 8:30 ET, ABC and ESPN. De'Aaron Fox and Dylan Harper showed up, but Jalen Brunson and Mikal Bridges countered them. This was a physical, fiery battle. The Spurs were near their best, but the Knicks had the answer. They're headed back to New York, 2 wins away from the championship. An NBA Finals classic, said Mike Breen. Spurs game summary. Victor Wembanyama and Stephon Castle caught eyes with 12.7 seconds left on the clock and the score tied at 104-104, eagerly anticipating the payoff for the 14-point comeback San Antonio mounted in the fourth quarter of Game 2 of the NBA Finals. Having just contested a Jalen Brunson miss, Wembanyama grabbed his 9th rebound and looked to initiate the fast break for what could have been the game-winning basket. The Frenchman would later admit that urgency got the better of him, ultimately leading to the Spurs falling 105-104 to the New York Knicks to go down 2-0 in the series. With Castle sprinting up the floor near the scorer's table just past San Antonio's bench, Wembanyama fired a pass that bounced off the back of the unsuspecting point guard and into Brunson's waiting hands. Wembanyama quickly fouled, and Brunson sank what turned out to be the game-winning free throw. That's the most frustrating thing, to throw it away after putting in all this work, Wembanyama said. I threw that one away. I messed up. It's like the body reacts quicker than the mind. We needed to win that game. This game was ours. But at this point it's done. Am I going to regret it? Yes, of course. Am I going to use that to fuel me and fuel us to the next game? Absolutely. Castle explained that he was focused on giving Wembanyama space to dribble up the court. I didn't see him throw it to me, he said. I see Vic has the ball, tie game. I was just trying to give Vic space. Somehow, the Knicks would grant Wembanyama one last chance to pull off a Spurs victory, but his 20-footer with seconds remaining over a contesting Mitchell Robinson hit the back of the rim. With the miss, Wembanyama is 1 of 9 on go-ahead field goal attempts in the final 5 seconds of the fourth quarter or overtime in his career in the regular season and the postseason. His lone make in that scenario came on March 19 and clinched San Antonio's playoff berth. Thank you for visiting charliesports.com sports wrap page. We look forward to recapping Game 3 of the NBA Finals.